Today I'm going to talk about using Chatbot Builder AI to build an AI agent that will act as my social media manager. If you're like me, you're on a lot of different platforms, you create a lot of content that you need to post on all of those different platforms, and it can become super overwhelming if you don't have some kind of a strategy in place. But building a flow with my AI agent social media manager and training that manager on how I want my content created is going to be a game changer. The cool thing about Chatbot Builder is I can build the AI agent social media manager and I can train it to create content just the way I want it to. I can get really specific with my instructions. I can train it what I like and what I don't like, and it will start to learn how to create better content for me. And that's what I want. So I'm going to go in today and I'm going to build out the flow to create the agent, and then I'm going to build the automation that sets everything up for the strategy of creating daily content and posting it to my different platforms on an automation in Make. Now, you're going to need a couple of things before we get started here. If you do not have a Chatbot Builder account, you'll need to go create a Chatbot Builder account. If you do not have a Make.com account, you will need to go to make.com and create an account. They're free accounts to set up, and you'll get a certain amount of use before you have to think about paying for that. So it's a good way to get in there and get these built, see if it's something that's going to work in your strategy, and then you can decide if you want to go to the next level. But we're going to get started today, and if you don't have those two accounts, pause this video, go make those two accounts, and come back. The first thing we need to do is create some flows. And your basic flow, let's start a new flow, and we'll do Twitter first. First thing we're going to do is come in here, get an OpenAI action so that we have an AI agent that we're creating basically. We've got generate text. I'm going to put some text in here. I've got something already written up. And I said, you are my amazing social media manager. Your job is to create engaging and captivating captions for daily posts, and they are for my Ecotech social business, which builds AI agents and automations, as well as provides social media content creation and strategy for small businesses. You are witty, humorous, kind, and intelligent. Right. So I told it what kind of caption I want it to write, and then I'm going to give it a user message and say, write an engaging and interesting caption for today's X post. And then I need to save this, whatever this AI generates, I need to save into a custom field. And so I'm going to create a new custom field, and we'll call it generate Twitter caption. And we'll hit continue. Make sure we name this, and then once we generate the caption, we need to display it. Is your caption for today? And then we'll put that cuff that we created, because that's where it's going to be. To auto post it, we have to have another action where we send it to Make. And that's an action that's going to trigger Make, and we'll call this Twitter X post. We'll title this send post to Make. And then if we publish this and test it, here is your caption for today. Why hire a team of humans when you can have a squad of AI agents work 24/7? Automate your hustle and watch your small business soar. I like that. So now this goes out to Make, and we have to go over to Make and make sure that we have a scenario set up for that to activate. So we're going to create a scenario, search for CBB, there's Chatbot Builder, and here are the things that you can do with Chatbot Builder in here. And what we want to do is we want to watch for a new trigger Make. Going to add a new make event, post to Twitter. Connection name would be post to Twitter, and we'll put SM, social media manager. And then we need to go get our bot key, and that would be over here on the account. Go to settings, integrations, and this is your key right here. You have to generate it, copy that, and then go back over to make and put that in here. You put that in there and save, and the event would be Twitter post. Save and click OK. So now that we have that here, say run once, it's waiting for data. And so let's go over and go back to our flows, Twitter post, publish our post, and then let's run it. Get the publish link, copy, paste it here, and let's run it. Here's your caption for today. Ready to turn your small business into a big deal? With AI agents and automation, you can work smarter, not harder. Let's chat about how to automate your way to success, because who needs sleep when you have a virtual assistant? AI automation, small biz magic. Now, let's go over and see on Make. It did run, and so that's good. So now we can actually send it to post on Twitter. And now we can go look up Twitter, create a post, and we'll choose the account. Continue. And then we want to pick what we want to post over there. And when we look at the custom fields, there's the one that we want to post, because we saved it in generate Twitter caption. See, it says ready to turn. So we're going to choose that one, click OK. And now if we run once, it's waiting for data. Let's go back and run it again. Go back here to our, and we'll just redo it. Here's your caption for today. Tired of juggling tasks like a circus performer? Let AI agents take the weight off your shoulders. Automate your hustle and watch your small business soar. No clowning around here. Automation Nation, small biz success. So now if we go back to make, and we see one here, and if we look at that, posted correctly. So let's go over to Twitter, go over to my profile, take a look. There it is. Tired of juggling tasks like a performer? Let the AI agents take the weight off your shoulders. I said add to hashtags, so I need to take that out. Alright, so that is one scenario of triggering a flow in Chatbot Builder to come to make and post on Twitter. We go back and create another flow. Go back over here. Let's say we want to post on Facebook. Duplicate this, and let's change that to Facebook. And let's go take a look at that. And let's change the name of this to Facebook. And again, we have the OpenAI block with the instructions. This time I am going to put that it's for Facebook. Create a new custom field. Generate Facebook. Change this to and Facebook caption. We want to send this post to Facebook auto post. Now, one difference that we have here on Facebook, if we want to do an image, we can disconnect this for a minute, add another action, OpenAI, and in this one, we're going to tell it to generate an image. And we go into the OpenAI. Instead of generate text, this time we're going to say generate image. And you'll notice it took away the custom instructions. So the only thing we have in here is to give the instructions as the user of what we want. So we're going to generate the extremely stunning, scroll-stopping, high-resolution photographic image that's based on the Facebook caption. And then I'm going to put that cuff in here so it knows what that information is. And then I'm going to pick Dolly 3, and the custom field I'm going to make for this is to generate an image. And I think I already have that. Yeah, generate a Facebook image. And then I have to display it, and then I will put the image here, and the link for that image is going to be that cuff. So generate Facebook image will go here, and I can actually put some text above this. Say, here is your Facebook image, and then I can attach send to make. So now we've generated the caption, displayed the caption, generated an image, displayed the image, and sending it to make. We'll publish it, and let's get the publish link. Paste it, take a look. Here is your caption for today. Feeling like a juggler at a circus with all your business tasks? Let the AI agents be your safety net. With smart automation, you can keep all those balls in the air without breaking a sweat. Ready to take the plunge? Explore the possibilities. AI automation, business balance. Here's your Facebook image. I'm going to go to make, create a new scenario. We want to get CBB. Again, watch for a new trigger for a make event. Post to Facebook social media manager. We'll put in the right key here. Facebook auto post. Save. Okay. Run once. Get the publish link. Let's go run it. Here's your caption for today. Why let small business drown in the sea of tasks when you can ride a wave of AI automation? Go over to make, see if it ran. Yes, it did. And so now we can add a Facebook. Let's add Facebook pages, create a post with photos. And the page will be Ecotech Social. Alright, what I'm going to do is upload the photo from a URL, and that URL is going to be our custom field for the photo, for the generate photo. There it is, generate Facebook image. And then the message is the generate the caption. Okay, and I click OK. Run once. And let's go run it again. Here's your caption for today. And let's go check to see if it ran. There we go. It ran. So we are good to go. We'll save that. And then we would have to turn it on if we want to have it post every time it received data. But we'll just go back to the scenarios, and then if I wanted to create one for all of my other accounts, I would just do the same thing. You want to do other social media accounts, you're going to go in here and create another flow. And again, I could duplicate this one and change it to TikTok or LinkedIn. And then I could go in here and then update the OpenAI agent. Change this to generate a Pinterest post. And then display it. Generate a Pinterest image. Display it. And then create a trigger. And go in here and change this to Pinterest. Now you have another trigger that you would go over to make, create a new scenario, start with CBB, go find Chatbot Builder, watch for a new trigger, add that it's a new one for Pinterest, enter the right bot key, save it, and then the event would be post to Pinterest, and then you're going to say OK, and then you would run this once, go activate your flow, make sure that this works, then you would add the Pinterest or whatever social media account that you were hooking up here, list boards, and that's how you're going to create your flows for. But who runs the flow, right? That's the one step that we need to finish so all of this works. Now you can set up an automation on Make that sends you the link to that flow however you want to be notified, and then click that link, and when it runs the flow, you'll see the captions and the images generated. All of that stuff automatically is sent over to Make with that trigger, and then Make has the scenario set up that automatically posts. Or you could have broadcast set up in CBB that notifies you, or have a drip campaign that runs and sends you that link every day. I'll go ahead and show you how to set that up on Make so that that is automated too. Set up a scenario to notify you every day at the same time with the link to the flow, and all you have to do is click on the link. If I want Make to notify me every day to go run that flow, first thing I need to do is create a new flow, and we'll call this daily notification for posting, and it's going to be one node. The only thing I'm going to do is make a notification, notify admin, that's me. I'll choose my name here, and I'm going to put a message in here that reminds me to run this flow every day. Now the link that I want is that link to the flow for my Facebook auto post, or my Twitter, or whichever flow that I had set up. Or if I'm going to do 3 or 4 different automated posts, I might have 3 or 4 different flows that I need to get the preview link. So when I go to the preview link, this is what my post was earlier. Now it's going to be generating another post, but this is the link that I want. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to put that link in here. This is what I need to click on every day to run that flow that generates the content for my automated Facebook post. And when I run it, that information is going to go over to Make, and Make will automatically post it because of the scenario that we have set up. And if I have more than one flow, like I said, I'm going to go over to grab the preview link for the other ones. Here's my Twitter one. So if I get the preview link for that, I'll copy that, put that in my notification as well, and continue on with each of the flows that I made for an automation. I would put them in this notification flow. And I'm going to publish that. And now I need this flow to be sent automatically to me every day so that I get notified. And I'm going to do that over here on Make. So I'm going to set up a new scenario. And this time I'm going to go get CBB. But I'm not going to get trigger a make. I'm going to look for send a flow. Here we go. Send a flow to a user. Now what's the flow that I'm going to send to the user? I'm going to send daily notification for posting. That's the flow I just created. But who am I going to send it to, right? Where do I get this ID? Well, I get that by going over to my user in the inbox. This is me. I'm going to click on my name, go to more information, and here's my contact ID as far as CBB goes for that user. So that's what I'm going to put as the user ID right here. And I'll click OK, and then I can save that, run once. So we see that that ran. It works. It sent me that flow in my email because that's how I choose to get notified. And then I'm going to set this up to run every day at whatever time I want this to run at 10:30 in the morning. And then I'll click OK. And then I have to make sure that it's turned on. So if I go, make sure it's saved. Go to my scenarios and look at my active scenarios, and that one is on. Now I do want to rename this. Notify me for daily postings. And make sure it's on. And with this set up, I will get an email every day that sends me this flow. So I'll get notified to click on these different links. When I click on these links, it will run the flow, generate that content, send it to Make, and then as long as over here on Make I have those flows active, which I don't right now. If I click on this and make it active, then when I go over here to my scenarios, I'll go to my active scenarios. Now that one's on, so when I click on this daily notification, I click on these. If I do this Twitter one right now, I'll grab that link, go over here and paste it in. This one is the Facebook link that I was sent. It activated the flow, the agent created the content, both the caption and the picture, but it did not post on my Facebook page because that scenario is not active in Make. But this one for Twitter, I clicked on that link. It activated the flow for my agent to generate a caption. That caption was sent over to Make. And if I go look on Twitter, because that scenario is active on Make, it actually posted to my Twitter. Now if I would go make the Facebook one active, I would make this one active, it would post when I run it as well. So I have that automation set up for 10:30 every morning to send me the flow that notifies me with the links to those other flows. And when I click on those, it runs the flows, my agent creates the content, sends it to Make, and Make automatically will post it if I have the scenarios active. We have our agent set up to create our content. We have our scenarios set up on Make to run the automations, and we have the daily notification being sent to us with the links to these flows so that we can run those every day. That is how you set up automations to have a social media manager AI agent create the content for you, send it to Make, have Make automatically post on your social media channels, and send you the notification daily to make that happen. Really great to have everything automated. You get a notification every day, you click on the link, it starts that process, and then it's all automated from there. But what if there's something that gets posted that I didn't approve of? It's easy to build in an approval node into those flows where you get to see what's generated and approve it or give feedback and have it try again before it gets sent to Make and gets posted. So let's do that real quick and add that to the flows. If we want to have final approval before everything gets automatically posted, that's pretty easy to do. We'll go into this flow that we created for our Twitter post. We've got the AI agent creating the caption, displaying it to us, and sending it to Make. But we can interrupt this here. Let's put this over here. If we want a little bit more control, all we have to do is go in here and add a couple of quick reply buttons. We can have one of them say post now, and the second one will make try again. And the third one will say don't post. Alright, so if we're not going to have him post anything, we'll just send that off to a message that says no post for today. If we want to post it now, we'll just send it right to Make. But if we want to have a little bit of input, we kind of like it, but not exactly, we can use a get user data box here and provide a little bit of feedback. And in here, I'll put some kind of message like, I'm happy to make any adjustments, just tell me what you want changed. And then the user is going to input some text, and we're going to save that to a custom field. We'll call it feedback post info. Continue. And then of course, let's rename that block to feedback. So if I want the feedback to work, I need to loop it back around to the starting block where the agent sees that I want him to make some changes. But I also have to go in here to the agent information, and in the user message, I told him to write an engaging caption. Well, if I'm sending back that I need feedback, I need to put in here a note. If feedback is provided, it will be in, and let's go find that feedback cuff that we created so that it knows where to pull that from. It stays the same, and we'll continue. So now we have these three options. We can either choose to post now, or try again and provide some feedback, or don't post today. And you could also provide another quick reply button on this if you decided you didn't want to type anything in and you just wanted him to try again on its own. I could put a quick reply button here and loop it back and say try again, and there wouldn't be any feedback. It would just start the process again, and you'd get a second option. And then publish it. And now if you run it, let's do a preview. You see that you have your buttons here now that you can choose either to post it, or try again, or don't post today. So we're going to do try again. It's going to come up with that message. I'm happy to make any adjustments. Just tell me what you want changed. And so I need to type something in, make it funnier. It would go make it funnier. Here's your caption for today. Why does small business owner bring a ladder to work? To reach new heights in AI automation, of course. Let's help you climb the ladder of success. I kind of like that, so I'm going to hit post now. And then we should be able to go over to Twitter and see that that actually posted. Right there. Got it. And so that gives you some control. You can do that with any of the flows that you made for automations. You can add that approval node in there and customize that in a way that you see fit. Hope this was helpful. Like always, there are many different ways to set up these flows and automations, and this is just one example. So look for more videos on different ways to set up automations in your workflow, and we'll see you in the next one.